It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Pats and the Falcons, next on Madden Football.
A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Time to get our first look at the Patriot offense and quarterback Matt Jones, the rookie out of Alabama, the number 15 overall pick in 2021.
He's the latest in a line of Alabama quarterbacks that are potential NFL starters. Sat behind Tua Tagovailoa patiently, waiting his turn, and in 1 year as a starter, exploded on the scene. 41 touchdown passes to just 4 interceptions, 77% completion percentage. He had it going. Alabama won a national title, and now here he is getting his shot in the NFL.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They hand this off to Harris. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on pass passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And I think if there's one quarterback in the league who's sometimes taken for granted, to me it's Matt Ryan, because I think throughout his career, he's been consistently excellent. Frequent member of the 4,000-yard club, savvy veteran, knows how to throw the deep ball and create big plays. And yes, he will beat you from the pocket.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This is Cordero Patterson. Remember, he won a ring with the Pats. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one. And while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jones. That'll be complete to Stevenson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Got a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll toss to Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
The Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 39, Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll get this underneath to Stevenson.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Nick Folk for the Patriot field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith from 6 yards away. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
New England's offense set to go.
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Jones now on 1st down. He's going to look downfield for Henry, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On second down, this is Harris. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now Ryan on first down. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Ryan.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick six. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Patterson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Ryan. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
Couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Ryan to throw. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10. Here's Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 37 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Cool, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taylor now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's Harris. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Ryan. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds and appears right at the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the... Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Patriots have it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. It's caught. Smith. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Throwing, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Back to throw again. And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And the Patriots have moved out in front. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Ryan.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Folk's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go! The Falcons take over.
The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
49. Wait. Let him go.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Jones on first down. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On second down now. It's Harris, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, though. Let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for New England. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now it's Patterson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5,
You know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Single, slot. Got. Hey,
Now it's Ryan.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Ryan. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They run with Patterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Ryan. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Patriots have it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. On 1st down, Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And 6 at the 18-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Young Wei Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now flags come in. Look like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that'll set them back 5.
Still 1st down.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And Folk's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Now it's Patterson.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ryan to the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Ryan. That's complete to Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He's got Smith here. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on...
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Now Folk for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, first and 10, just shy of the 30. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Ryan. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football, understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taylor now to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Jones. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Marlon Davidson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They run again with Harris. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Now, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
From the 38, Ryan. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Ryan. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Ryan. He sets to fire deep. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown tonight. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Koo now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Stevenson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. This is Harris on the draw. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So out come the Falcons now. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Ryan to the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. Complete to Zacchaeus. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Patterson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Ryan. He's got a man. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. New England trying to get a place on offense. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, New England.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. First down, and they go back to Harris. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Third down, here's Harris. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. So Ryan and the Falcons down by 7. Just over a minute 40 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Throwing now is Ryan. Able to find Patterson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Ryan. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, well, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Now Youngway coup for the extra point. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Coup for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taylor now to return it. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.